Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2. Get this the fuck off my screen, Windows 7. And ignore that. And last time, there was a lot of exposition. There's a lot of talk about things that we already know. And there was also a lot of random little bits that were added regarding the things that we talked about that we already knew. But now we're one day away. As soon as we finish reading these tips, it's going to be the day of the Watanagashi Festival. So let's get started and read these gosh darn tips from the scrapbook 1. Let's go. God damn it, more exposition! Oyashiro-sama's curse. In the ancient Onikafuchi village, the anger of Oyashiro-sama, his curse, was feared above all. However, it is seldom stated anywhere what eventually happens and what sort of divine judgment curse befalls them when Oyashiro-sama is angry. From various reports, all hell will break loose, demons will come flooding out, the miasma from hell will flood outward and kill every villager, letting not a single one escape. The ones evoking images of the village being annihilated stand out the most. These terrifying ideas of divine punishment are in alignment with many other religious beliefs regarding the apocalypse, hell, and it's easy to imagine that they are just ways of convincing people to obey the teachings in order to prevent such an end. The conditions for inciting Oyashiro-sama's wrath are likely the same as the taboos in Onikafuchi village. I believe that when an act was performed that violates one of these taboos, Oyashiro-sama was termed angry. Termed? Come on, you could have picked a better word for that. You have such good word choice in Higurashi for some reason. I've learned like 6 words. But like, you're gonna go ahead and say termed? You're just termed angry? How about called? I mean, called would actually make more sense here. Whatever. And in order to quell his anger, they would perform the aforementioned sacrificial ritual. Ooh. Alright, anyway, we're just going to move on from that. We didn't really learn much there. That told us next to nothing. Let's alright, scrapbook 2. Scrapbook 2. The human sacrifice ritual. Why didn't they make these all one tip? Whatever. The sacrificial ritual was a simple drowning involving plunging sacrifices into Onikafuchi's swamp, which was considered hallowed. 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 Yeah, hallowed. I'm an idiot. Hollowed. How do you hollow out a swamp? You can't hollow out something that's made out of liquid. Of the rituals of Onikafuchi village, this one was unique in that the sacrifice would sink slowly over the long course of 3 days and 3 nights. I believe it wasn't so much the killing of this sacrifice that was important, but rather the symbolism of them sinking as the submerging of Oyashiro-sama's anger. For that purpose, they must have had passion for learning various methods for keeping the sacrifice from sinking too quickly, to force them to sink more slowly. Unfortunately, as far as I could tell from the records, those methods were not recorded. My thoughts are that they may have used logs or some similar material to create a raft. Then set up a scaffold on there, hung the sacrifice up with ropes, and let them sink little by little over time into the swamp. I mean, that actually kind of makes sense. However, if that were the case, it would not be strange if the ritual implements used for such ceremony were honored as holy and enshrined somewhere. Wow, why was that hard to read? That's actually... Alright, I was thinking about this last time we played this game. I was actually thinking about that. The whole drowning over the course of 3 days thing. How the fuck would they go about that? Because at first, you kind of think, oh, they just chuck their body in the swamp and they drown. But like, how are they going to prevent it from reaching the bottom all the way if they're not actively doing something? Like using that odd, like, pulley rope system that they were just describing might be a thing. Like, how would they go about that? I genuinely have no idea. Anyway, implements used for the ritual. Ritual tools utilized for ancient religious ceremonies are commonly referred to as implements or ritual implements, and even now, some of them are enshrined on the property of Furude Shrine, nailed it, and the three families. However, the unidentifiable tools are all decorative, and none appear to have been used in rituals governing the dark side of Onikafuchi village. As the Edo era came to a close and many traditional rituals were lost, were they lost as well, or perhaps buried in the darkness? I don't believe so. Both the implements used on the night of the feast of Onikakushi and those used during the sacrificial ceremony must still exist, enshrined away from the eyes of the masses. Without a doubt, they exist here, today, at this very moment in Hinamizawa. Also, I'm nearly certain where they've been enshrined. What was once locked steadfastly has, for some reason, changed this year to a cheap-looking padlock. He may be able to do something about such a lock. However, it is not far from the assembly hall, nor is it ever far from the presence of people. However, I will not give up. The night when it becomes a blind spot to every villager in Hinamizawa is coming soon. Soon it will be Watanagashi. Ah. I wonder who wrote those. I have a guess. But I'm not going to say it for fear of spoiling it if I'm right. Because I don't remember every single fucking detail about everything about the game. But I remember key things. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Who the fuck is Komiyama? Hey, are you worn out already? Tomorrow's the real thing. We're gonna be partying until morning, until the very end of it all. Got it? Got it. I'll give it everything I've got. Wahaha! Alright then, youth is the greatest. Good work, everyone. Tomorrow's the Watanagashi at last. Let's get some shut-eye in and save our energy for tomorrow night. Tomorrow is finally Watanagashi. Festivals are split into two groups, those who enjoy them and those who support them. What about those who don't do either of those two things? The former only need prepare their minds, but the latter needs not only that, but also painstakingly crafted plans and preliminary arrangements. While the general majority attending goes about enjoying the festival without a care in the world, we'll be strained the whole way through. Why? You sure as hell know why. Because the beer after everything's over is the best damn beer you'll ever have. Wow! At times like these, it's best to have energetic, physically fit people. It wouldn't be worth it if you didn't do your best until the end, enjoying it the whole way. Oh, he's here. Oishi-san came in. Everyone hurried to stand up. Hello, everyone. Excellent work out there. Ah, you can be at ease. Thank you, sir. Not even my seniors, who usually talk big about themselves, can hold a candle to Oishi-san. We all bow as if we were one of those cheering squads of old. Kurado Oishi. Whoops. A detective just waiting to retire. One who doesn't pay much mind to rules and regulations and doesn't do too much in the way of real work. He looks like a rotten old man with a penchant for dirty jokes. My seniors, though, tell me he was a real fighter in his younger days. And then he may or may not have quite a heroic legend trailing behind him. Anyway, he surely had much more dignity and presence in the room than the section chief who came in with him. Everyone, I really thank you for your hard work on the preparations for the festival tomorrow. Everyone present stands upright and lends their ear to the chief's directions. We're on heavy alert for any thrill-seeking criminals expecting another incident like last year. I need all of you to focus your energy as much as possible in your mission to prevent any crimes from happening. Yes, sir. Of course, it would be best if nothing happened. However, everyone, please assume that an incident will, in fact, occur. Prevention is number one, but it probably won't be enough. This year, too, someone will die and someone will disappear. There's really no doubt about it. Everyone apart from the section chief smiled painfully. Oishi-san, that won't do. We need to be more serious about this. The important part isn't to get past the night of the festival. It's to be able to quickly, swiftly, and aggressively pursue whatever does happen tomorrow night. I won't tolerate anything less than your best. Clench those cheeks. We're gonna rip all the skin off the ghost of Oyashiro-sama's curse. Wow. That was surprisingly inspiring. I like the way you said clench those cheeks. Oh, Ishii-san, you fucking guy. Continue. Alright, Day of the Watanagashi. Oh, I really meant to say things differently. I really didn't want to feel this way. Miscommunication drove in the wedge. Those stuck in apprehension, driven to fear. Those stuck in apprehension, driven to fear. Nobody can stop it now, as cold hard emotion claws deeply and cruelly at my bared heart. Huh. Okay. Watanagashi, at that time, why did I? I whisper in remorse, but now those words simply rang hollow. Okay, that was foreboding as fuck. Ah, it's Keiichi-kun. Good morning, good morning. Rena was ecstatically waving her arms at me, already brimming with energy. What do you mean, good morning? It's already evening. Just say hello or something. But, this is the first time I've seen you today, so I think good morning is right. It's right. I got it. Okay, then good morning it is. Good morning, Rena. I grabbed Rena's head and rubbed it with my hand. She squirmed, reveling in the motion like a cat. God damn it. Why is Rena so fucking adorable? Hey, Kei-chan. Sorry about yesterday. I left without telling you. No, that's my fault. Sorry for making you wait so long. Are you talking about setting up for the festival yesterday? How was it, Keiichi-kun? Did you do your job properly? The slight muscle pain throughout my body and sluggish movements were already obvious. I did great. I'm pretty worn out now, though. I grinned dryly, and the three of us break out into laughter. Where's Satoko and Rika-chan? Are we meeting up with them at the festival? Yep. Rika-chan's actually been there since yesterday, because she has such an important job. I think Satoko-chan stayed with her, so they're already at the shrine. Right, I just remembered. Today was Rika-chan's big performance. She'd been practicing especially hard for this day. As her friend, I needed to make sure I went and cheered her on. Alright, let's go right away. Yeah! Yeah! Close enough. I tried. As we got closer to the shrine, we started passing by more people and seeing a lot of parked cars. It began to get noisier, too. I thought I could hear something like a Bond dance song. Without being able to restrain my impatience, I dashed up the entire flight of stone stairs. Keiichi-kun, you're going too fast. Wait for me. Man, Kei-chan, you're such a little kid. Whoa! The shrine grounds, they were packed with people. It was a festival if I ever saw one. Wow, they went all out this year too. Amazing, amazing. They're coming from Hinamizawa. Huh? The old man from Kimiyoshi branch family is here too. He'd been struggling with health issues since Watanagashi last year, but it looks like he got better. Yeah, there were a lot of villagers here that I didn't really know. They must have all been pouring in just for today. Oh, it's Satoko-chan. Hey. Oh, if it isn't everyone. Yes, hello to you all. Yo, Satoko. There's a lot of people here today. Don't get lost in the crowd, okay? Who do you think you're talking to? Satoko, too, seems somehow energetic. Of course I'm the same way. Huh? Where's Rika-chan? She still has free time, doesn't she? Rika was giving her respects to the mayor and other important people. She shall come before long. I see, Rika-chan is the shrine maiden for today's festival. After all, it's probably a pain for her to say hello to all the elders. It really is a pain. Hello, everyone. Ha! Rika-chan! I wanted to take you home. Rika-chan wore an immaculate shrine maiden outfit that looked fresh off the shelves. It was a perfect fit for her somehow mystical appearance. I mean, yeah, her hair's doing the like, levitating thing, so quite mystical. How does it fit? It's not too long, is it? My grandma gave me some safety pins just in case those sleeves are too long. It's alright. It really is comfortable. As she spoke, she began to do some twists and stretches. It's great, it's so cute, ah! There's approximately one person here getting a nosebleed from watching Rika-chan move. Just one. Keiichi-kun, don't you think she's cute, don't you? If you don't, then she'll be all mine, and I'll take her home with me. I think she's really cute. Totally cool. Enough that I want to pretend to be her big brother or dad and take pictures with her. If we take a picture from two different places and make it stereoscopic, we can eat, or rather stare at, a real-life Rika-chan at our houses whenever we want. Ah, that sounds great, that sounds fantastic! Rena's eyes and mine glittered with stars as our noses bled and we drooled. Wow, that was too anime, even for me. Rika, you'd best stay away from them. Yes, or I might get locked away in a basement somewhere. You look like you're enjoying it though, Rika-chan. Me, you're being too harsh. We all laughed together again. Okay, let's not hang around here. Let's go to the festival. There's not much time left until Rika-chan's big debut. You're right. Great, let's go, everyone. Alright, I don't want to try to mix four voices in the same word. Yo! If it isn't the daughter of Sonozaki, eat up. The yakisoba is packed full of pork. Oh, pulled pork? You don't say. This year we filled it up as much as we could. We even put in fried calamari. Calamari's not pork. Never had calamari, but it doesn't sound good with pork. Gotcha, old timer. The yakisoba this year looks like quite an achievement. You have squid too. You put a ton of time into this, didn't you? There we go. Knew I'd get it out eventually. Wow, it's tasty, tasty. Yeah, the squid is delicious, but the aroma is just fantastic. It wonderfully compensates for how soft it tends to be. There's a delightful amount of squid and pork in it too. Yep, not bad at all, I'd say. Haha. Kei-chan, you sound like you could walk onto a cooking program and become the host. Yeah, when I see Keiichi-kun acting like it's so good, it somehow tastes even better. I don't discriminate amongst delicious food, so anything that I say is tasty has gotta be worth trying out, right? Then, Keiichi, please give us your opinion of this yakisoba again. I'll do it in 2 words. Absolutely scrumptious. The 2 words that popped into my head were fucking great. But, I mean, that's a little more well spoken. If I had a second stomach, I'd buy another one right now. Having heard my 3-star rating, a whole line of people suddenly formed in front of the yakisoba stand. Wow, that's amazing! Kei-chan said it was so good that a little crowd started to form. Not bad. There's nothing to brag about. But I still did decide to stick out my chest and put on airs. Mm-hmm. Oh, is that so? Then perhaps I shall try it out. Mister, could I perchance bother you for 1 takoyaki? Satoko bought a stick of takoyaki, balls of fried octopus, ew, from the adjacent stand, and after blowing on it, put one of them into her mouth. I mean, in all fairness, I've never tried calamari or octopus or fucking any of that shit, so I don't know. Sounds gross, though. How is it, Satoko-chan? If you give it a good rating, then Rena will buy it too. Chomp chomp, chew chew, gulp. Now, it's the time for Hinamizawa's very own food critic, Judge Satoko Hojo, to give her first impressions. Though she was all for it a moment ago, Satoko hesitated to give her thoughts. Hey now, what's the matter? Everyone else takes one of their own and puts it into their mouths. Huh? Rena got gypped. Gypped. Gypped? Rena got gypped. Oh no. What does that even mean? Rena got gypped. Mine's bad too. There's no octopus in it. This takoyaki vendor. Could this be some sort of summer festival only octopus-free takoyaki stand? An evil takoyaki stand that skimped on the octopus because they figured it would make them good money today. Mine has some. Yeah, it's pretty good considering there's octopus in it. How am I supposed to explain that this octopus-free takoyaki is any good? Everyone wondered about that. Our quizzical looks seemed to be drawing equally dubious stares from the people in line. How about this? Takoyaki without any octopus is really healthy. And even people who don't like octopus can eat this delicious takoyaki. I guess. After hearing that, several surprised guests left the line. Had the exact opposite effect. Of course it fucking did. Alright, then I'll give it a try next. A self-inspired take on takoyaki, in which you could clearly taste the simple flavors of the flour, green onions, and pickled ginger. The unaffected taste is bolstered by the absence of octopus. It wasn't half bad, but after hearing there's no octopus in it clause, rather, even more people left the line. Rika-chan, any good comments? You could be honest. 400 yen is too much for this. That was too honest. Even more customers left the line, dealing a lethal blow. There were other takoyaki stands around after all. Well, I mean, we might not want to be doing this. Hey, Satoko! You started all this, so give us a great big turnaround. But I cannot do it. How do you expect me to lavish praise upon takoyaki without any octopus in it? God, you idiot. Satoko's angry outburst is the finishing blow. The customers are all gone. Huh? The guy is staring at us. Why is that? Huh? There's no saving this crowd. Perhaps I, Keiichi Maebara-sama, will lend a generous hand. Keiichi-kun, you could do it. We want you to save the takoyaki vendor who didn't put any octopus in. I love how they've just made this into a game, and they just don't care what they do to this man's business whatsoever. That's great. Don't smile as you say something so bitter. Alright, fine. This may be the only chance you'll get to see a pro at work, so watch carefully. I shoved the stick into an octopusless takoyaki and crammed it all into my mouth. As before, there wasn't any octopus in it. But Mion's had some in it. That was the important point. The man who runs this takoyaki stand, he truly loves takoyaki in every meaning of the word. No. It could even be said that he adores it. Everyone gasped in surprise, including the takoyaki vendor glaring at us. This man truly does love takoyaki, and because he loves it, he doesn't want to create half-hearted random ones. Isn't that right? What? The takoyaki vendor looked down, unsure. Those watching were listening intently, wanting to know why the octopusless takoyaki deserved such a high rating. Keiichi-san, if he really and truly loved takoyaki that much, why did he make takoyaki without octopus at all? Is he not betraying that very takoyaki? You may be right. In one sense, it is a betrayal. However, it's the best possible compromise this man could find. This man is making real takoyaki today, as he always does. However, only one or two of them on each stick are the real ones. Well, you're right. The one I had some octopus in it. And considering it actually did have it, it didn't taste that bad at all, you know? Right. That was a bona fide takoyaki. And as for the other ones, it was the biggest compromise he could make against the biases of the general populace, who all think that there need to be 8 pieces on the stick, or else it's not real takoyaki. Huh? Keiichi-kun, I don't understand what you mean. Why is one of them the real thing and all the other ones are fakes? Why? The secret lies in the octopus. Mister, this octopus, it's true Akashi octopus, isn't it? In recent years, the number of octopuses caught in Akashi has decreased, and their prices have risen drastically. The prices are now so high, you wouldn't think of using them in takoyaki. Then the man who had been looking down this whole time mumbled, Yeah, that's right. Akashi octopus, it's very expensive. But this man absolutely had to have the Akashi octopus. He could have bought much worse quality octopus for cheaper, as much as he wanted, and he would have still been able to fool everyone. There are plenty of other scamming takoyaki vendors who claim theirs are from Akashi, even though they're not. But this man wouldn't accept it. He wouldn't tell lies. Akashi octopus are supreme. He would never relinquish this one stubborn conviction. This man loved takoyaki. That's why he never lied. Yet, there was one point that he absolutely had to compromise on. What might that be? The number. The popular opinion is that a stick of takoyaki should have 8 pieces on it. Even if it's the real Akashi octopus, he couldn't charge 400 yen for just 1 piece, could he? If he didn't have 8 pieces, nobody would buy them. This man wept over it. In order to make just 1 true piece of takoyaki, he would never let himself lie through the other 7. Oh, whoa! The octopus-free takoyaki vendor burst into tears. I gently clap one of his shoulders. No matter what anyone else says, I will never forget how genuine you are. You, sir, are a true vendor of takoyaki. You are the only one in the world with the right to call himself that. Whoops. As I embraced the shoulders of this man, shedding his manly tears, those watching delivered a round of applause, moved by my speech. Everyone! I beg of you, please, eat some of this true takoyaki vendor's takoyaki. If we don't treasure genuine men like this, then how can we protect the true path of the takoyaki? If nobody else will eat them, then I will eat them all! What? Everyone is watching... Everyone watching is lining up. Keiichi-kun, you did it! You did it! I think it's more that they thought Kei-chan's propaganda speech was interesting, rather than that the takoyaki actually looked good. Kei-chan, you could probably sell plain old rocks if you tried. You would do well at product demonstrations at the supermarket. I suspect he would be good at selling off suspicious wonder knives. What the fuck does that mean? Absolutely stunned at my successful pitch, the guy manning the stall next to this one called out to me. Hey, you guys, do that for my sweets too. Great, you all get the gist of it, right? It's your turn this time, Rena. Okay, I'll do my best. God damn it. When apricot sweets are cold, they're very, very good. The apricot is sitting so quietly and nicely on top of the syrup. It's so cute. I want to take it home. It looks like she lost herself in this midway through. But a girl giving it such natural plays was itself bringing in some customers. Natural praise. There we go. A line was quickly forming behind Rena. Next up is the... What the fuck is that word? Okonomiyaki. Next up is the Okonomiyaki stand. Satoko, you're up. Well... The crunch of the fried tempura batter mixed with yakisoba is simply to die for. With a huge piece of bacon laid on top, when you bite into it, it all comes flooding out. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Yeah, that's freaking great. Now I want to try some too. Then a huge line formed at my words. What on earth is this? So basically all these onlookers are just following us around to keep to all the stands. When people hear about food from others and then try it for themselves, Tastes a lot better than it normally would. So that's it. Even Rika-chan was gorging herself on the food, getting sauce on the bib she'd put on to prevent her shrine maiden outfit from getting dirty. Nice! The older guys are getting into it too. Okay, Kei-chan, which one should I do? Right, Mion. You do the stand next to that. Show them the depths of your power. Huh? But Kei-chan, the stall next to that is... Whoops. The goldfish scooping stand. A bit out of our element. No, as club president, I won't flee no matter what, no matter who or what my opponent is. Let's get started. I look forward to a splendid performance, Mion-san. The onlookers were also watching Mion with hopeful eyes. Alright, this is as good a time as any to cut the episode now. Wow. I didn't expect to be fucking screaming about takoyaki for 15 minutes, but I did. That's a thing that I did today. That's cool. For some reason, I got really into it. Alright, so next time we're going to see Mion try to get people to eat goldfish, I think. I think that's what we're about to see. Or hopefully just to play the game and not to eat the goldfish, because that would be gross and mean. Anyway. We shall be moving on now. Next time on Higurashi When They Cry, exactly what I just said. I will see you guys all there on Wednesday, October 24th, 2018. # dated video. And have a good rest of your night. Mwah. Love y'all. See you all there. Peace, my dudes.